Feel like it. I'm on man time. I got my bills. I got this what I'm handling. But it's like just for me, just replaying back. Like that shit was yesterday.
Yeah.
I remember when my grandmother came from Africa, bought us a PlayStation 2. She was working at Dulles. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's just like, you feel me? Like I don't know. That shit just crazy. Like it's just like time just don't wait on nobody. So it's like while I'm here, like I just be trying to like embrace the time now that's given. Like I'm trying to take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the people that's on the same type of time too. Like I'm just trying.
We all on the same type of time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And that's it's dope that's where you ended up going with it because that's basically like the song, that's the project, you know. And I actually want to hear what y'all both like, how y'all both relate to the song because we're gonna wrap this up in like how much time do we have?
Who knows? This thing might turn off now.
10 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not. I don't have a definite like answer because it's just a warning sign. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I do completely relate to that. You know, the significance of one of my favorite paintings of all time. Just cliche as hell, but it's the Dali piece. You know, the permanence of time. You know, it's like I think it is the permanence of time. I could be bastardizing that. Sorry, Dali. I enjoyed Chupa Chups growing up, and it was a great piece of work of yours. But like, you know, kind of like the way everything, you know the piece, like with the melting clocks and like you've definitely seen it somewhere before.
We'll show you.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know why it is that I was so fascinated with this piece. He's also somewhere in the background. He would always paint himself in the paintings, and I think it's in the acceptance that there's a way time flows that's only time's problem. You know, the Christians, for example, would say God's time and human beings' time is not the same. Some people would say divine timing. Some people will say, you know, the universe functions at a pace that's not a pace that we can perceive ourselves. But there's definitely like things getting to a place where you have to accept that all you can do is put in what you can put in and let things be what they're going to be. And I always think about, you know, baking. You know, I suck at baking. You know, I'm really not good at it. And one of the things when it comes to that, I realized over time is just patience. It's like, yeah, this cake is going to lift eventually and become its own thing, but the part that has to do with you being involved in that process is over. You're supposed to take a step back, go figure yourself out in every other area for the next 2 hours, and then, you know, come back to this thing that will only be ready when it's ready. And I think that ends up being the thing, like things are ready when they're ready. Things are, you know, I'm not always a fan of if it's yours, it'll come your way, because I think there's a line, you know, but beyond that, there's definitely the sense that things have a way, there's a flow to things. And that flow is not always up to us. Our perception of time and the way time flows exist in such different realities that there has to be an act of surrender when it comes to our relationship with time, which to me, and that's probably gonna be my closing word, and I'll let you talk, which to me is like the more essential, you know, aspect of the messaging in a piece like Temporary. It's the acceptance that time is not betraying you because it's not flowing the way you want it to flow. It was gonna flow the way it's going to flow. All you're supposed to do is figure out how your efforts intersect with acceptance of time and how that becomes its own thing, and let things, you know, take a life of their own. And that's the importance of, I mean, even this meeting, I've been trying to make this happen for 2 weeks, but everyone's fucking busy, like, or a month. You were on point. You were on your shit.
Oh, man.
But like,
I ain't gonna lie. I've been bullshitting.
It's not even that. Time is limited.
No, for sure.
So,
For sure.
well, look, we came in, like you said, at the right time,
that's
divine
sick.
time.
Yeah, but yeah, time, you know, time happens, and I guess my closing question for the two of you is like, there's the song, of course, but there's a central message of what is your relationship to time now in your artistic process and as a person, and how do you feel it has grown or it's growing? I'll let whoever have the floor first while I pour myself some more wine.
Wait, I'll just pick that. Wow, time.
Kid's gonna spit.
What? I want some. Can I get some more wine?
Yeah, sure. Let me open another bottle.
Maybe we should.
That's why I got two. Oh no, I
Why you
did.
got something to say more?
No, go ahead. You start. Oh, my finger's here.
I'm trying to really.
What? Ask us again.
Yeah.
What is your relationship with time now, as an artist and as a person? How do you feel it has grown over the years, And in what direction do you think it's growing? So it's a threefold question.
Well, to the second, third, I would say like it's grown on a whole nother level. Like
Okay.
lyrically, like beat selection wise, production wise, ideally just finding certain lanes that I can tap into while still keeping my own sound. Like just adapting. I feel like it's grown in a place where like it's time for the world to really see it versus just round away. I feel like when I first started, my approach was, yeah, let me get people round away, fuck with me, yeah, let me get